Hello Libras, welcome. We're doing your bonus reading since you guys got one of the most views for the weekend reading, so you guys get a bonus reading from me. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Stellium in Libra, or Stellium in the 7th house. Okay, so here we are looking at your past, present, and future. All right. So in the past, there was defeat in unhealthy competitions, fighting with people, disagreements, arguments, winning at all cost. And in your future, so let's go back here first. Why is it defeat? When you argue, defeat. For either party, it's not, arguing is never a good situation, because you just argue, and with someone important in your life, it just ruins your relationships. Okay, if you guys are not talking solutions, it will be defeat for both parties. If you start talking about solutions, then you both win. At the present time, Ace of Swords. This is getting a message, sending a message, or getting a document, or getting an invitation from someone, getting a message, realization, an insight. And in the future, it is loss of financial independence, or you having to rely onto someone else's finances to sustain yourself. Okay. Or you having to look for ways to be financial independent. All right. What you need to let go of, what you need to leave behind so that you can move forward to a new beginning. What do you need to leave behind? What you need to leave behind is the Hierophant in reverse. The Hierophant in reverse, when it is in the right, this is conforming, this is listening. Here we see the Hierophant to be in a more spiritual position than the original deck, that is more structural, that is more institutional. Here the Hierophant is more spiritual, connected to God, connected to the spirit, listening for divine wisdom and guidance. Here he's wearing a white robe, which signifies purity, and he has a younger person that is learning from his ways. Okay, so here when it is in reverse, it's telling you to let go of stubbornness, of being stuck in your own ways, and not conforming to a spiritual leader, a spiritual group, or not listening to your own intuition, not listening to your own spiritual calling of what your higher self is telling you to do in a situation. Okay, this is not abiding. And to clarify that energy, we have here blind. You're choosing to be blind in a situation. You're choosing to blindfold yourself from a situation, from seeing the truth, or you are blinded to truth, or are there situations that are keeping you from seeing the truth, or you are being blinded to the truth because you are not listening. Okay, this is you searching for answers, but somehow you don't want to see, or you don't want to perceive a situation from a truthful position. Watching you online, someone watching you online, or you watching someone online, wanting to know. It's like you're wanting to know, but you also are blindfolded. It's so much contradictions, Libra. Like, I feel like you're in contradiction with yourself. What is it? What is it that is keeping you stubborn, stuck in your own ways? And that is what keeps you in the defeat position. That's what keeps you in arguments. That is what's keeping you in winning at all costs, winning an argument. That just keeps you in arguments for more arguments. And here we have a message, okay? And it's either pertaining to you, either losing your financial independence, or you having to rely on someone else's financials. And what the Spirit is requiring you to embrace in the future, or in the near future, is Six of Swords in reverse. So Six of Swords in reverse here is a different interpretation compared to the Rider-Waite tarot deck. Here we are seeing someone that has passed on, leaving behind their loved ones. Okay, in the Rider-Waite tarot, the people that was in the boat are still alive. They're just wanting to flee a situation that's full of conflict to somewhere else, more of a calmer shore, a calmer city that's free of argument.
If something is free, you can have it or use it without paying for it. This answer is from thefreedictionary.com. By the way, if you have another request, you don't need to say Siri before you ask it.
Oh my! I'd like to add, when I was reading this, when, Siri on my iPad scared the shit out of me, maybe perhaps some of you, maybe this is for someone very specific out there, if you got a scare of maybe someone passing on, or you passing on, the Spirit has this on reversed, so it's urging you to stay, okay? Or it's urging you to stay, or someone that you thought was going to pass on is going to stay, okay? So no need to worry, Libras. Okay. Alright, that's all I have for you. Alright, Libra, we're back to your reading. Sorry for the interruption. Siri scared the shit out of me. I didn't know that my iPad had Siri activated on, but I never used Siri. So scared the shit out of me. I was explaining this to you when I mentioned city, and somehow the word city is can probably also be pronounced as city. City. Yeah, so I think my iPad is sensitive to pronunciation. City is somehow Siri nowadays. Anyways, and it scared the shit out of me because I was explaining to you about, someone passing away, okay? And then I hope no one is passing away in your life, Libra, or you're not, okay? This card is actually in reversed. My goodness, almost gave me a heart attack. Okay. So the energy that you need to embrace in the future, in the near future, is to not give up on your own life, not give up on your loved ones, and not give them the pain of you leaving them behind. Okay? If someone in your life or you are not in a good health, this situation is calling for you to stay, to hang on there tighter. Okay, it's not your time. The spirit is saying it's not your time. Okay, and don't leave the pain behind those people who cares for you, who loves you. All right, so hang on tight, Libras. Okay, snap out of those depressive thoughts. Okay, all right. What else? This is the spirit is advising you to embrace recovery. Okay, recovery from either a financial struggle or difficulties in your life. And here the spirit is you are on your way to recovery. Okay, but you have to be in the spirit of recovery. You have to welcome change of recovery in your life, so that recovery you may have. Okay, a financial recovery. And here the spirit is also asking you to listen to your insight, to listen to your enlightened heart, to listen to your insights. I said that maybe you need to listen to your insights. Okay, don't be stubborn. Okay, this is what the spirit is urging you to leave behind. The energy that you need to leave behind is stubbornness and blinding yourself from the truth. Okay, here you have gained an understanding about a situation because you have changed your perspective. You've changed the way you look at things. And now the spirit is asking you to use those wisdom. Okay? So don't be stubborn, stuck in your old ways, okay? And this could be pertaining to someone who is inspired by you, a muse, a music lover, who values emotional bond, or who communicates through song lyrics. All right, and you could be not speaking to this person, and there probably you feel a stone wall in between you two, and you are not taking action to towards them or bettering the situation between you. And what the spirit is calling for you to do in the future, these are what the spirit is calling you to do in the future, so please listen. It's very important that you take this necessary step for you to move forward for the betterness of your relationships. Okay, and this is what you need to leave behind: your stubbornness and you not listening and you just focusing on having your way, because this is what the universe or the spirit is leading you to the path that is for you, so you can keep going, so you do not defeat yourself, so you can go to a recovery. Okay. And then what you need to focus on is to nourish your soul. Nourish your soul, Libra. Look into the light, focus into the light. Maybe focus on children. Focus on children's innocence. There's flowers here. Playfulness. Embrace playfulness. There's a lot of things that children teach adults, because adults forget to be playful once they've grown adults. Nourish your soul. Okay. How do we nourish our soul? You embrace spirituality. Spirituality is what nourishes the soul. What nourishes your body? Food, right? What nourishes your soul is for you to make this right side up and listen to the divine guidance that you receive from above. All right? Nourish your soul. And here, the universe is asking you to focus on your own reflection. Focus how you present yourself to others. Focus how you come across to others. Reflect on yourself. Reflect so that you can gain an awareness of your own actions, so that you can get a clarity of how your actions and your decisions influence situations. All right? The Spirit is urging you to look at yourself in the mirror and how you are affecting and influencing a situation. All right, Libra. I'm not calling you out here. I mean, these are the message. Don't shoot the messenger. I just really feel like if someone needs to pivot their way to go a certain way, they need to go that way, okay? We don't need lost souls here, okay? My goal for everyone is to navigate them in the right way, okay? All right. Your advice from the universe is sacrifice. Your strength is needed to pull back your power and gain perspective of the situation. Gain perspective. Gain perspective. Perspective from above. Please listen to what the heavens are telling you. Be connected with the heavens. Do not be blinded from the truth, or else it will create more obstacles and defeat for you. We do not want that. We want to keep you going the right way, okay? All right. You have gone through an emotional sacrifice for too long. It's time to claim balance and nurture yourself by standing in your power. But you must nourish your soul so that you can stand in your power. You must self-reflect and use the wisdom that you've gained to empower yourself once again and make the necessary changes, and do not be stubborn. Okay? And what it is, for clarification, that you need to sacrifice? This. You need to sacrifice your own need of to stay in control of the situation, because the more you are hanging on to the situation of control in power plays and power games, or if there's a power struggle, let go. Let go. Okay? Let go of stubbornness. Let go of not conforming to what is needed to be made right. Let go of just trying to get your way. Okay, self-reflect, Libras. What it is that keeps you in this position over and over again. Okay, so I gave you the answers. Okay, like I gave you what you need to let go of, what you need to embrace in your future, so that you can finally move forward, embrace recovery, and embrace spiritual insight. Okay, and you get another guidance from your angels. Have compassion, Libras. Okay, have compassion for yourself and have compassion to those you come across with and to everyone in your life. Okay, dearest one, be compassionate towards yourself. Surrender the self-criticism and fear that has you believing you need to improve in order to be worthy. You are perfect just as you are. The only thing that needs to change is your perception. You will come to realize the jewel you are when you love and honor yourself as you are. All right, Libras. That is all I have for you, Libras. I hope that this guided you in some way, and that is all my intentions for you, Libras. Okay. I wish you well in your journey, and thank you for watching my videos, and I'll see you again in my next reading. I love you all. Bye.